Okay, you guys, it's another freaking day. It's Saturday. My kids are in Minnesota with their grandparents and their mom, and I am going to the track to practice because I need it. And I got a few cars that I want to get tweaked and ready for racing. Okay, so I have the Atomic MRZ. Right, it's a pan car. It's supposed to be a pan car. I had it set up as a regular touring car, and it was fun, but it had some issues. Replaced all that stuff. Want to see if it runs because it's really good. It's a really good car if it's not broken. So that's one. Two, I have the GLR-GT, and if you own one of those, you know that the rear pod configuration is not as desirable as one would want. So I got the Reflex Racing replacement. It makes the setup more like the GLR, the original GLR, with the rear pod dampeners that run perpendicular to the car, as opposed to that weird balancing act part of the rear spring mechanical disaster. I have that installed. I've tried it a few times. It's working fantastic. I just want to, at this point, I'm just trying to figure out which tires I want to use. That car's running great. I'm running 6.5s at the track, which is pretty good. Got to get that tuned and tweaked out. There's a new class coming to the track. It is super stock, which means you can run a 5500 kV motor on AA or AAA batteries, or you can run a 3500 kV motor on LiPo. And there is a 10 pinion and 53 spur gear limit. The GLR-GT, the MRZ, and my new super stock setup. And I want to see how three of those guys run, and I will show you guys the setups when I get to the track at my table, and then I'll give you a few laps on each car. Anyways, that's enough explaining stuff. All my cars are running the same, soft in the rear, mediums in the up front, because firms don't give me enough cornering, and it's more like playing with what tire company I want to run with. Anyways, that's that. Let's go to the track and show you the cars and get on the track and have some fun. I'll see you guys there. All right, so here we are. We're at the track. Stuff's over there. We're gonna start with the the super stock car, and try to get that running. I'm sorry if it's loud. It's not that loud here. Just there's some fans back there. So, all right. So this is the car. It is running the Route 246 rear, the Next Racing front end, the V line, whatever they call it, with a PN 2.5 chassis. So I'll show you guys more in detail afterwards, but that's the car. The Next Racing front end, the 246 rear with the Kyosho with the 5600 kV, and I think these are Speedhouse batteries or Power Owl or something like that. 2.5 chassis, a 5 T-plate. I'm not running any sort of grease on the rear pod. The plates, if you put a little bit of grease in there, it dampens the spring back. So no grease right now. It's running okay. It's got a little too much steering, so let's take it out there and see how it goes. Here we go. Switching to head cam. It doesn't matter what I do.
8.0.
I'm getting more grip to the left than I am to the right.
7.5. 7.5. 7.4. 7.6. 7.2. 17.1.
I think if I fix
7.1.
7.1, flipped it. All right, so I think if I change the well, I gotta glue the fronts because I don't think they're glued. I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, they're glued. So maybe I'll re-glue my fronts and check the camber because I think it's uneven. All right, so these guys are watching me do my thing. So fastest lap was 7:0 something. You can see that up there, 7:0. So I think that car's pretty much done. I'm gonna move over to my GLR-GT and remove this, and you guys can see my terrible hair. Good times. Let's do that. All right, so this is the GLR-GT. If I can get this to focus, it looks like it's focused. All right, so this is my GLR-GT. It's running the Reflex Racing rear pod, I don't know, geometry change thing. It's really good. If you, I'll put a link to in the description to where you can find it. It's got pretty much every hop up you can think of on it. All the aluminum parts, all the blah de blah. It's got the aluminum or the brass chassis. So let's get that going and see how that goes. GLR-GT. I'm hoping for below 6.5s.
8.1. 6.4.
6.4.
6.4.
6.4.
6.4.
Look, if I can roll 6.4s consistent on race day, I am a happy camper.
7.3.
Ah, I botched it. That would have been a good lap.
8.0.
One crash just throws your entire rhythm off.
7.2. 6.4.
All right. 6.425. Read it and wheat. For those of us who care. So I'm gonna move over to the MRZ because the MRZ, I just figured out all the little mishaps and dingle dongles you're supposed to do to get it running. So let's give that a shot, and then I'm gonna move over to my truck class car, and then I gotta get out of here and go to the comedy club with the GF. What time is it? 2:53. Oh, it's not till 6. I got plenty of time. All right, so MRZ. This is the part that is not interesting. The bottom. Here's the other side. It's got all the parts in it that the Black Edition have in it, but not the Black Edition parts. As you can see right there, I'm running a plastic servo horn and the GLR or the GL titanium gear servo in there. And as always, it's running the freaking 14mm wide rears, soft, medium. These are not markers; these are geckos. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
$26.3. 8.0. 7.5.
I'll tell you this though, the issue with the steering is gone. Now I think it's more I need to
7.4.
re-grease the pod because the return is not dampened at all. So I think that's what's, yeah, it's what's, the car's not returning to, or the pod's not returning smooth.
12.0.
All right, so that was the MRZ. I'm gonna go outside and have a quick vape because, oh, now it's windy out here. It's noisy in there, windy out here. All right, so with the MRZ, I really like this car. I really like it a lot more now that the front end doesn't frickin' fall to pieces when I'm frickin' racing. Is it better than the GLR-GT? That would take me taking some time to tune it a little bit better. That's the MRZ. That's all the cars I came here to test out. My truck class car, it's my GLR. It's doing great. I haven't really goofed with it. So that was the MRZ, the GLR-GT, and super stock. Yeah, my super stock car. So, and everything is running pretty good. Got no complaints. I'm going to practice a little bit more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm going to do a video that explains each one of these cars. I have a few more, and those will be review style videos. So keep looking for those. All my homies that fly FPV, I still do that. Just sometimes I do this. I had to figure out something else to do, guys. I love flying. It's great, but you know, looking for spots got on my nerves for a little. Anyways, that's not important. Like, comment, subscribe. That's important. Do that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Mini Z's, forever. Is it still on? It is. I can't turn it off. No, it's not.